advanced jazz groups, and we have another reluctant, apparently, jazz group coming up. So we can bring them up. you can purchase advance copies. We just recorded it 2 weeks ago as our most of the students served. And you can get advance copies out in the lobby or see me or something. It'll be out early December.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dale Kalidas, and I'm here to speak as the former chairman of the arts program at Milton Academy. And I want to give you a brief history of how this remarkable program came to be. When I was much younger, in the early 70s, I was a member of the arts program. I wasn't the chairman then. I was a teacher, and we were at our normal Thursday meeting when a rather shaggy-haired young man came to the meeting and talked to us about a proposal that he had to have a course in jazz improvisation. It's important that you understand who we were at the time. Those members who were teaching creative writing and literature, like myself, had been schooled in Shakespeare and Wordsworth. The members of the music department who were there had been schooled in Beethoven and Mozart. The members of the art department had learned there and seen their Renoir and Monet. And we looked across our glasses at this shaggy-haired modern man. And like some character from Alice in Wonderland, we said, "And who are you?" Well, the dance teacher had been schooled in Martha Graham, so she knew something more than we did about the moderns. And the "you" turned out to be Bob Sinecrove, and the dance teacher pushed us hard to think about having a course in jazz improv in the arts program. Well, our initial skepticism was moderated by something that was happening in the school, and that is that we needed more arts courses. Why? Because we had put the boys into the arts program as a graduation requirement. The girls for 10 years had had such a requirement because, well, girls always have the arts. But a number of us believed that it was important for the boys to have the arts too, for the discipline, the creativity, and to learn the basics of these wonderful arts. So we indeed got the boys' school faculty to vote to have the boys in the program, and we needed more courses. So there was this man who was proposing a new course, and we had a need for more courses, and so we said yes, and the rest, as they say, is history. The jazz improv program went from one course over the course of many years to 2 courses, and then 3 courses, and then worked with the freshmen, class 4, in the middle school. And we started with a rather badly soundproofed room. Do you remember Jim Haydock?
Very well.
In the boys' school gym. And then when this building was built, it was absolutely necessary to provide a space for jazz improvisation. The program grew, as so many of our programs at Milton Academy have, the program grew like topsy. And now there were trips to South Africa, and the program spills out of the room that we have in this building designed for it. And that extraordinary growth in the program, serving now hundreds of students over the course of 25 years, that growth has been due to the remarkable efforts and the remarkable talents of one person. Would you please join with me in applauding the director of the Jazz Improvisation Program, Mr. Bob Sinecrove.
What a tremendous evening it is for Milton Academy to be here all together celebrating jazz at Milton. One of the things that impressed me was that as I looked around, I saw a number of graduates who have been a part of the jazz program, who have given us the same kind of spirit and talent that we saw here tonight, represented by our students. I happened to look up and I saw Titiao Nguyen, who was just featured in the Globe magazine, and said how privileged we are to have this wonderful spirit enveloping us, and so many of you who had the tremendous and wonderful experience of learning from, working with, and yes, even being shouted at by Bob Sinechrome, because he is a perfectionist. He is a person who cares deeply about how students learn, what they learn, and what they produce. So when you see a performance that Bob Sinechrome has put his hand to, you know that it defines excellence, because that's what he expects of himself. That's what he expects of his students, and that certainly is very much a part of the Milton tradition. And as a result, tonight, I am pleased to announce the establishment of the Bob Sinechrome Visiting Jazz Artist Fund. This is an anonymous endowment gift made in honor of Bob Sinechrome in recognition for his creation of the Milton Academy Jazz Program. Bob's dedication and perseverance, his vision, leadership, and his love for jazz, as well as for his students, is an inspiration for all who know him. The purpose of the Bob Sinechrome Visiting Jazz Artist Fund is to bring a major artist or group to perform and teach at Milton Academy each year. This program is intended to reach out beyond the jazz classroom. The endowment is designed to bring in jazz artists who will help culturally enrich the school. The Bob Sinechrome Visiting Jazz Artist Fund will reinforce the goals of diversity in the community by introducing students and faculty to the work of established jazz performers from a wide range of backgrounds and cultures. In the past, the Pancho Sanchez Band, Bobby Sanabria, Harry Pickens, and Abdullah Ibrahim have offered the entire Milton community musical nourishment for the soul, historical perspective, inspiration, and pride in promoting cross-cultural awareness. The Bob Sinechrome Visiting Jazz Artist Fund will continue this tradition. This has truly been a surprise to us, because I have to tell you that I learned about this fund and the gift minutes, literally minutes, before this performance. And that's what makes it very special. And the donors have asked us to consider a challenge to the Milton jazz community. Between now and the end of the school year, the donors of this grant will match dollar for dollar all gifts and pledges made in honor of the 25th anniversary of Bob Sinechrome's jazz program. Contributions made by parents, friends, faculty, students, and former students to the Bob Sinechrome Visiting Artist Fund will be used to bring local jazz artists to the classroom. Each year, local jazz musicians will have the opportunity to play, teach, and critique Milton's jazz student condos. Contributions made to the new endowment will ensure the legacy of Milton's unique jazz program for the future. We are so fortunate to not only now have Bob, hopefully for at least another 25 years, as a part of this program, but also to ensure that his legacy will continue at Milton. There has been this wonderful fund established. What a wonderful way to celebrate jazz at Milton Academy. Thank you.
Well, I'm almost speechless. It's really so very special to be part of this program, and I sort of feel like this program is sort of a family, and I'd like to ask all the members of the jazz program in the past 25 years that they'd stand. Most of them are already standing. How about acknowledging Well, I may be the focal point of this. It's without the support, encouragement, love of the students and their families, and this program would not be what it is. And I just want to really acknowledge all of us for having created this such a beautiful part of Milton Academy. I just want to read something to you because I feel like it's very appropriate for the Milton Academy Jazz Program to celebrate its 25th anniversary as part of the bicentennial weekend, because I feel like this program, among other programs, typifies the Milton spirit. And I'd like to read you a quote from Nelson Mandela's inaugural speech. Not surprising, it's from South Africa. And I think this quote really summarizes what Milton is all about, and I think what the jazz program at Milton has tried to typify. And the quote goes like this: "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are born to manifest the glory that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates us." So that's a very, very powerful statement from my hero, Nelson Mandela. And I think it really typifies what Milton is about. And I'm so grateful that Milton Academy gave this shaggy-haired person who used to be a math teacher. And it's embarrassing when I think about how little I knew about jazz. Of course, I didn't know anything, and the elderlies and the rest of the community didn't know I didn't know anything. And they let me grow into this position. And it's just wonderful to be here and be part of this community. And I really hope that when Milton Academy celebrates its tricentennial in another 100 years, that there's a big Milton Academy 125th Jazz Anniversary party. So thank you all for coming and being part of this special. Part of our celebration now, we're going to invite some of the All-Star alumni to come back and have a little jam session. Now, since some of them have never met, this is going to be pretty informal, but that's typical of what jazz musicians do. Some of them are just introduced to one another. In fact, some of them probably haven't even met yet. So we're going to play about 5 or 6 tunes for you, and then we're going to break and go out and have some anniversary cake. And then there are going to be some jam sessions. So if you have an instrument, and maybe you're too shy to get up here now, but want to get up later, we'll meet here on the stage and in the classroom and just have a big party. So I would like to bring up some very, very special people. And why don't we start with the tune Moment by Bobby Tunes. So let's see. Watch this because I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. How about we get Steve Lehman, class of '96 in alto sax. We're very privileged to have Steve come back and teach for us today, and the way you hear him, he just sounds remarkable. And Mo Kirkham, class of '97. And we're going to use some of our current students because if they had graduated, they've been all-stars. So how about Human Kaur on the piano? And Alex Reiser on the bass. Is Greg Perret? Greg, you can do this? Greg Perret, class of '92. We've got two guitarists, so I can being shy. Come on, Sam. All right, Sam Shaw, class of '94. I think I don't know later. Okay, so we're going to do a tune that lots of generations, well, maybe not generations, but lots of eras of Milton jazz students have done. It's a terrific tune, best known by Art Blake and the Jazz Messengers, and it's entitled Moaning.
We'll work on it. Why don't you get started? We'll work on it.
Go ahead. Let's get a couple other people up here. Rob Macko, class of '87. And no, where is Rob? Oh, there he is. Some of our graduates who wanted to come back couldn't, and let me tell you about them. Aaron Goldberg, she's all set to come back, very excited about it, but then he's touring Europe with Joshua Redmond's band, so somehow he couldn't make it. And some of you may remember Aaron Goldberg was class of '91. Some of you remember Sam Davis, and he's class of '94, and he's conducting a musical in Minnesota. And Sarah Levy, class of '87, wants to come, but she's doing an internship. She has OGBYN tonight, and depending on how many babies are born, will determine whether she makes it or not. So, Milton Academy Jazz Program has always been a program of inclusion, so we'd like to invite a friend of ours from South Africa, who we met when we were in South Africa, and now he's at Harvard for 9 months on a fellowship, and he also plays in a new band called World Leaders, and you can hear World Leaders again in the Jazz Combos. That's for Thursday night at Wiles. And please welcome Melvin Peters. And we also want to invite a young man whose brother went to Milton, and he got away. He's going to Concord Academy, but he's an excellent bass player, and I have the privilege of teaching him in Brookline at John Payne Center, and I just wanted him to be a part of this experience. So, Rob Atkins, anyone else? Keep Steve and Noah keep working, and we're going to play Sonny Rollins's tune, St. Thomas.